Welcome to the YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub, your one-stop solution for expert guidance, best practices, and actionable knowledge in the world of contact centers. Explore, learn, and enhance contact center skills. Here's a structured breakdown of the cross-metric correlation of right-party contact rate in a contact center. Now let's clarify the difference between contact rate and right-party contact rate, or RPC. Contact rate measures the percentage of calls where anyone answers the phone. In contrast, RPC measures the percentage of calls where the intended customer answers. Here's the key point: a high contact rate does not always mean a high RPC. For example, if agents are frequently reaching gatekeepers, receptionists, or wrong parties, the contact rate may look strong, but the true RPC remains low. That's why RPC is considered a refined subset of overall contact rate. It focuses on the quality of connections, not just the quantity. In short, contact rate tells us how many calls were answered. RPC tells us whether they were answered by the right customer. Let's now connect right-party contact rate to conversion rates in sales and collections. There's a direct positive correlation here. The more right-party connects you achieve, the more chances agents have to close sales, collect payments, or retain valuable customers. On the other hand, when RPC is low, conversion opportunities are automatically limited, even if you have highly skilled agents on the phone. Quite simply, they can't convert if they can't reach the right person. That's why RPC is often called the first filter for successful conversions. It ensures that every dialing effort starts with a genuine opportunity to create revenue or recover value. In short, high RPC unlocks conversion potential, while low RPC restricts it from the very beginning. Now let's look at the connection between right-party contact rate and revenue per call in sales centers. This is an indirect positive correlation. When RPC is higher, agents have more conversations with true decision-makers. That means more opportunities to pitch, convert, and generate revenue, which naturally raises revenue per call. But here's the catch: if the offers are weak, or if agents underperform, even a high RPC won't automatically translate into revenue growth. The opportunity exists, but it still depends on execution. The key point: RPC creates the opportunity. Revenue per call depends on what agents and the business do with that opportunity. Let's now examine the link between right-party contact rate and promise to pay or recovery rates in collections. This is a direct positive correlation. In collections, RPC is absolutely critical for securing promises to pay. The higher the RPC, the more debtor conversations agents can have, and the more opportunities there are to agree on repayment arrangements. On the other hand, when RPC drops, fewer meaningful debtor conversations take place. And with fewer connects, recovery rates inevitably decline, no matter how skilled the agents are. The lesson here is simple: RPC is the gateway to recovery. Without reaching the right party, there is no chance to negotiate, secure commitments, or drive repayment success. Now let's talk about how right-party contact rate impacts cost efficiency, specifically cost per contact and cost per RPC. Here, the relationship is inverse. When RPC is low, more dials are needed just to reach the same number of right parties. That means higher telecom costs, more agent hours, and ultimately a higher cost per RPC. But when RPC is high, fewer dials are wasted. Agents spend more time in meaningful conversations and less time chasing wrong numbers or unanswered calls. The result is a lower cost per conversion and stronger overall efficiency. The key takeaway: RPC is a major cost efficiency driver. The higher the RPC, the lower the cost per right party connection, and the stronger the return on every outbound dollar spent. Now let's look at how right party contact rate links to agent productivity and occupancy. There's a positive correlation with efficiency. When RPC is higher, agents spend more of their time in meaningful conversations with the right customers. That translates into higher productivity and stronger occupancy rates per paid hour. But when RPC is low, agents waste time on wrong numbers, unanswered calls, or irrelevant connects. Over time, this not only drags down performance metrics but also impacts morale. And here's the hidden risk: sustained low RPC can lead to frustration, burnout, and ultimately higher attrition, forcing the business to spend more on recruitment and training. The bottom line: strong RPC keeps agents productive, motivated, and engaged. Weak RPC erodes both performance and workforce stability. Let's now connect right party contact rate with average handle time, or AHT. This relationship is conditional. When agents reach the right party, the calls are naturally longer. They may involve a sales pitch, a debt negotiation, or identity verification. This raises AHT compared to wrong party or short, disconnected calls. But here's the important part: those longer calls are also more valuable. Each one represents a real opportunity to close a sale, secure a repayment, or strengthen a customer relationship. So while sustained high RPC may increase AHT, it does so for the right reasons, because agents are spending their time on meaningful conversations that directly contribute to revenue, collections, and long-term ROI. Let's now connect right party contact rate with first call resolution, or FCR. The relationship here is an indirect positive correlation. In collections or retention campaigns, when agents reach the right party, the chance of resolving the issue on the very first call increases. That could mean securing a payment arrangement, setting up a repayment plan, or saving a customer from churning. On the other hand, wrong party connects or failed contacts create inefficiency. They trigger repeat dials, waste agent time, and drag down FCR performance. The key insight: a strong RPC provides the foundation for higher FCR. Without reaching the right customer in the first place, achieving first call resolution is nearly impossible. Let's now look at the link between right party contact rate and compliance metrics. The connection here is very strong. Wrong party contacts increase compliance risks, ranging from customer harassment complaints to costly TCPA lawsuits. Each misdirected call is not just wasted effort, but also a potential liability. By contrast, a high RPC means more calls are reaching the intended customer. This reduces exposure to compliance breaches, protects customer trust, and improves overall audit readiness. The key takeaway: RPC isn't just about efficiency, it also serves as a compliance safeguard, helping outbound operations stay both productive and legally sound. Let's now explore how right party contact rate connects with customer experience metrics such as CSAT and NPS. The relationship is indirect. On one hand, when RPC is higher, agents reach more of the right customers. That means fewer wrong party calls, fewer frustrations, and a stronger public perception of the brand. But there's also a caution here. If RPC is pursued too aggressively, through overdialing or excessive outreach, it can backfire. Customers may feel pressured or harassed, which hurts satisfaction scores and damages long-term loyalty. The key point: a balanced approach to RPC contributes positively to trust, reputation, and customer satisfaction. The goal is not just more connects, it's better connects that leave the customer with a positive experience. Let's now connect right party contact rate with abandonment rate in outbound campaigns. The relationship here is an inverse correlation. When RPC is low, more calls end up abandoned, whether that's unanswered attempts, voicemail drops, or wasted connections. This drives abandonment percentages higher and lowers overall efficiency. On the other hand, when RPC is strong, more of those calls convert into meaningful conversations with the intended customer. That improves agent utilization and directly reduces the abandonment percentage. The key takeaway: higher RPC doesn't just increase results, it also minimizes abandonment, ensuring that outbound resources are being used as efficiently as possible. Let's wrap up with a summary of why right party contact rate is a true gateway metric in outbound operations. RPC directly impacts revenue, cost, and efficiency outcomes across the board. On the positive side, higher RPC improves conversion rates, revenue per call, recovery rates, agent productivity, and compliance adherence. On the inverse side, stronger RPC reduces cost per contact and lowers abandonment rates. And in conditional metrics like AHT and FCR, higher RPC may lengthen call times, but it also drives better first call resolutions and stronger long-term ROI. The key takeaway: sustained improvements in RPC amplify performance across sales, collections, customer experience, compliance, and financial KPIs, making it one of the most critical levers in any outbound contact center strategy. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next video.